Guys, this is the Dark Oak Vaughn. Wanted to talk to you about my most recent build. Somebody in chat nicknamed Hands of God. So I've been running around with two shotguns. Specifically, both are 204 by the way. Both are 204s. The first one is an SASG 12S. The only thing missing on this fucking thing is got 63.6k damage. Responsive, deadly, and unforgiving. If I could trade out deadly for brutal, I'd be in love with this gun. Almost as good as my Super 90. I have that in my stash right now, so I don't just keep vaulting to it. That's a god roll. Want to see what the stats of my Super 90 are? Check my last video. I believe it was called Challenge Mode Falcon Lost Shotgunner player build or some shenanigans like that. But anyways, the other shotty I want to talk to you about is this custom M870 CS that you see right here. 109k damage. No fucks. 109k per shot. There's currently a debate in the shotgunning community whether or not you should be using extended mag or reload speed. My personal experience, at least with the way I use shotguns, it's always gonna be extended mag. M870 is not the weapon you use for a long fight. It's the shotgun you use at the beginning of a fight when either A, they're not expecting it, B, they're focused on someone else, or C, until you run out of your first magazine. When you run out of your first magazine, you swap to your other gun. So this is not a gun to be running with an M44 and M1A with. This is a gun to supplement your up close. That initial burst can be the deciding factor of a fight because you immediately get somebody to pop their survival link. For every second that they have theirs popped and you haven't popped yours, another second where you're going to have the advantage on the back end. So, goal of any PvP fight, 1v1, 1v4, whatever it may be, is to make the other person pop a survival link. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I'll be uploading a tactics and ways of the rogue per se video. Now let's go shotgun. Capable, brutal, and talented. Talented doesn't really matter except for maybe a little bit of an extra heal. It's kind of a throwaway talent. Brutal's the primary skill that we want to worry about. But capable is, you'd be surprised how strong this talent is. This is probably, in my opinion at least, going to be the next equivalent of balance. This one, I forget what the other one is, but there's another skill where using a skill improves accuracy or some shit. Those two, as long as you get one of those, that's going to be great. That makes it so, provided you are still in my max range, I have a very high chance of hitting every one of my shots. You specifically in the head. Got plenty of videos showing what happens when I hit you in the head with an M70. So, those are the two shotguns. Getting on gear, you may be looking at this like, whoa, he's not using savage gloves, you monster. But anyways, so because you're a shotgunner, you need to have higher health than normal, which is above 50 to 60k. I don't agree with the health is not important logic. And B, have to be able to get out of status effects. Go to this mask. It's not the best roll mask. It's not min-max. There hasn't been a stamina mask blueprint released. This was a firearms blueprint where it was good enough for me, mainly because I'm usually the shock turret in our group. So the turret duration was fine. Applying def resistance is fine. Major attribute, I really wanted to be exotic damage resilience, but at the end of the day, the reason I wanted this mask is this talent right here. Consuming a medkit also removes all negative status effects. Incendiary rounds light you on fire for 6 full seconds. Way to reduce the length of the status effect once affected. Except this. Use a medkit and you're no longer on fire. You can return fire. You can heal. The list goes on. The only limit on how often you can use this talent is how often you can pop a fucking medkit. And with 7 medkits, that's 7 different, pretty much anti-burn cream or Or it even cures you of disrupt for my fellow agents who have finally realized that Sticky Bomb Flashbang is an actual PvP tool. I hate all of you, by the way. So, my gloves, I'm still wearing a 191 Sentry's gloves. Critical hit chance, shotgun damage, critical hit damage, and post critical hit. Short of a 240 with the exact same rolls except everything's better. I'm not replacing these. In case you were wondering what my Savage gloves are, this is it. The only thing I would keep up really, SMG damage. Sorry. Obviously I'm wearing Reckless Chest. Fucking fun. Obviously I'm wearing Reckless Chest. You see this 240 chest? It's absolute fucking garbage, to be honest. Well, not really for the ammo capacity. When I'm gonna be swapping out ammo, or excuse me, health on kill for exotic damage resilience. So when Reckless comes out, I will be swapping to Savage gloves. Likely, depends on how bad. Change it. And running this fucking chest. Because that's my ideal build. I'm already prepared for this. I've already showed you the mask, I've showed you the gloves, I've showed you the chest, the knee pads, kind of a throwaway. Once again, exotic damage resilience, critical hit damage, and firearms. And firearms. Oh, and pulse critical hit. Super useful. Backpack. Hit damage, burn resistance. Burn resistance is pretty important. Really high firearms roll. Nice. Holster. If I could just get a higher firearms roll, I'd be happy with this. Honestly. Mod wise, as you see, I only have 3 mod slots. That's because I need armor on my holster, and I need exotic damage resilience and crit hit damage on my. I only need three mod slots. That simple. For mods, for the most part, I'm running either crit hit chance, exotic damage resilience, skill power, or oh look, more crit hit chance. This is my general setup. All the videos that I've recently, or that I've posted pretty much today, same time this video, are this is the build I was using right here. Me personally, I'm still rolling an M870 so I can get one with brutal and responsive, maybe even unforgiving if I'm really lucky, or ridiculous even. Happy with either of those two. But until then, what I have. I hope this is informative. Oh, I'm sorry. Character sheet. Right under the armor cap. Shit. And exotic damage resilience. Currently only sitting at 26%. It's about to be higher. But you know, you gotta wait a little. Gotta wait for one. I'll be back at my good old number of 40. Alright, well, here's my setup.